YouTube, what's going on, everybody? We are here with another episode at the Bettors Edge. As you guys can see, I'm traveling once again. I'm at the beach, but I'm here like I am each and every single day, delivering the best bets on the board for you guys. What do we have in store for today? We have a full slate of college football playoff action coming at you guys on New Year's Day. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to wish everybody a happy New Year's. Happy holidays to each and every single one of you guys. We have an outstanding start to this channel. I'm super proud of. That's thanks to each and every single one of you guys for watching my videos, subscribing to my videos, and continuing to support the channel. With that said, guys, let's get straight into it. I want to start with the very first game in Miami, Florida, at the Orange Bowl. We have the Oregon Ducks, the number 5 seed, laying 2.5 points at the moment against the Texas Tech Red Raiders. This is a very interesting game, guys. It's interesting because both of these teams defensively are absolutely stout up front. This Texas Tech team is probably one of the top 3 or 4 teams as far as their front 7 in the entire country. They get pressure with their front 4. They have an incredible group of linebackers led by Rodriguez, who is more than likely going to be a first-round pick in the NFL draft this coming spring. And they're going up against a team in the Oregon Ducks that love to play smash-mouth football. We know how Oregon plays. They like to run the ball. They have a very strong offensive line, and they like to deliver in the pass game off of play action through their run game. Dan Lanning, we know, is a defensive guy. That defense in Oregon is also led by their front 7. The difference in this game, guys, in my opinion, is going to come down to which offense and which quarterback can deliver under duress better. Because we know both defensive fronts are going to be able to control the line of scrimmage. I talked to you guys about Dante Moore about 6 weeks ago on this channel. And I told you guys, in my opinion, he was one of the most poised quarterbacks in the entire country. He doesn't make a ton of mistakes, guys. He's able to handle pressure. He can beat you with his arms. He can beat you with his legs. He can beat you with his brains. That's the edge in this game, guys. As Oregon has Dante Moore, he's going to be a top 2 pick in the NFL draft this coming spring. And the Texas Tech Red Raiders do not have Dante Moore. In order for Texas Tech, in my opinion, to win this game, they're going to have to get pressure on Dante Moore, which they will. However, they're going to have to force Dante Moore into mistakes, which I don't think they're going to be able to do. I haven't seen a ton of teams in a ton of situations be able to force Dante Moore to make continuous bad decisions. I'm not sitting here saying he won't make any mistakes tomorrow. I'm not sitting here saying he won't make any turnovers tomorrow. But in order for Texas Tech to win this game, I think Dante Moore has to play poorly. I think between the 2 quarterbacks, Dante Moore is the better player. You can rely on him more. You can trust him more. Give me the Oregon Ducks to win this game, to start off our New Year's Day with the victory. Laying the 2.5 points, first play on the board, the Oregon Ducks minus 2.5. Moving into our second college football playoff game, guys. And it's the winner of the Oregon-Texas Tech game will be facing off in the semifinals against the winner of this game. We have the Alabama Crimson Tide getting 7 points plus 7 at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, against the Indiana Hoosiers. This is a David versus Goliath historical type of matchup, guys. The Indiana Hoosiers are consistently, over the years, historically, one of the worst college football programs in the country. Now, all of a sudden, this team is the number 2 team in the nation and one of the favorites to win the college football playoff. They're going up against the Goliath and Alabama and the Crimson Tide. Now, obviously, in this game, the Indiana Hoosiers are favored. But historically speaking, this is a David versus Goliath type of matchup between these 2 types of programs. There's a reason why the Indiana Hoosiers are laying 7 points in this spot. However, and I talk about it on this channel very frequently, this Alabama team does a lot of things really well. They stop the run defensively. They're going to be able to control the line of scrimmage as it pertains to Indiana's run game. Indiana does have the Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza. And Mendoza is going to be able to throw the ball. Even though Alabama has a top 10 ranked pass defense in the country, I suspect Indiana to have some success throwing the ball. With that said, and I talk about Kalen DeBoer a lot, if the number was shorter, if the situation was a little bit different, I would probably be fading Alabama in this spot. However, Kalen DeBoer and his teams are generally competitive, especially when they're underdogs. I just think 7 points for this Indiana Hoosiers team and the way they play. This is going to be a defensive-minded game. Neither team is going to be able to run the ball very well. I think 7 points is just too many points to be giving Kalen DeBoer and this Alabama Crimson Tide team. Defensively, Alabama's going to be able to slow down Indiana just enough. They're going to keep this game rather close. I think the Indiana Hoosiers end up winning this game. I know we don't have a ton of data, but we've yet to see a team with the first round bye lose. No, excuse me. We've yet to see a team that's won in the first round lose in the second round of the college football playoff. I think what we're going to end up seeing here, guys, is we're going to see an Alabama team that's going to be able to shut down Indiana on the ground. It's going to give up some plays in the pass game, but we know Kellen DeBoer's team is going to be able to throw the ball. They're going to gain yards through the air. They're not going to have a ton of success on the ground, but Ty Simpson is going to do just enough to keep this within the number. It's not a huge play. It's not a huge edge. I do think Indiana ends up winning this game outright. I think we're going to see a rematch between Oregon and Indiana in the semifinal. But give me Alabama plus 7 points tomorrow for our second bet on the board. Moving into the Sugar Bowl, guys. The best bet of the day on New Year's Day, hands down, not even a doubt in my mind. We have the Ole Miss Rebels getting 6.5 points in New Orleans at the Sugar Bowl against the Georgia Bulldogs. We've seen this game already, guys. As a matter of fact, if you recall, we were on Georgia, and we had a late, I wouldn't necessarily call it a backdoor cover, a late cover on Georgia to end up winning that game. Georgia, as I mentioned, is now laying 6.5 points in this spot. Obviously, Lane Kiffin is no longer coaching Ole Miss. What did we see in that first matchup? We saw two teams airing it out, going blow for blow for 4 quarters. Neither defense was able to get a stop. Ole Miss was up 9 points in that first game going into the fourth quarter, guys. Ole Miss was up 9 as dogs. I think we're going to see a similar game tomorrow night at the Sugar Bowl that we saw in the very first matchup. Georgia's going to struggle to stop this Ole Miss pass attack. Ole Miss is going to get tons of yardage, whether it's on the ground or through the air. I do anticipate there being a little bit of a step back in the productivity that we see from Ole Miss tomorrow without Lane Kiffin, but I just think 6.5 points is too many points to be giving Ole Miss in the spot. I know Georgia's playing better since that first game. Their defense is playing a little bit better. But ultimately, what I think this game is going to come down to is who has the ball last. I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever if Ole Miss ends up winning this game outright. I'm not predicting them to win this game outright. But what I am predicting, it's a second five-star bet in our college football quarterfinals, in our college football playoff quarterfinals. Give me the Ole Miss Rebels plus 6.5 points tomorrow night, guys, in New Orleans at the Sugar Bowl to cover this number. This game, as I mentioned, is going to go toe-to-toe, down to the wire. Whoever has the ball last, it's going to be a 3-point victory, 4-point victory for either side. If that's what happens, it doesn't matter who wins the game. We're taking Ole Miss and the Rebels plus 6.5 for a 5-star New Year's Day play of the day in college football. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's a race to 100 subs. We're nearly there. Thanks to each and every single one of you guys for always watching my videos. I'll be back tomorrow with a full slate of NFL Week 18 best bets, expert analysis, and games of the week.